guarantee that he won't reach the breaking point. You know he survived so many beatings, so much humiliation, so much despair, so many broken promises. Before something gives, human beings are not by nature nonviolent.
Gotta keep the heat on my waist. Walking in the streets won't keep me safe. Man, I'm running out of time. Looking at police all in their face. Belly of the beast won't let me escape. Man, I'm running out of time.
Tell me how I'm supposed to grieve for him. I guess a hashtag or a T for him. It's enough to make me mad and wanna squeeze for him. The sky turned gray, they 1,000 miles away. How the fuck I'ma raise the seeds for him? Police are saying the least. Me and shot in the car while his baby cried in the seat. Wife went live, but when she cried, I was weak. Pain in the eyes and the fear when he speak. I told him not to reach. Selling Lucy's an execution. Selling CDs is a death by shooting. Enough excuses, need some retribution. A couple boycotts and cruise need truces. The handcuffs is nooses. Less Martins, more Huey Newtons. They stand adjacent from us. What they can, man, they take it from us. All lives matter, but it make you wonder how many lives gotta shatter and fall before you see black lives never mattered at all, you know.
Gotta keep the heat on my waist. Walking in the streets won't keep me safe. Man, I'm running out of time. Looking at police all in their face. Belly of the beast won't let me escape. Man, I'm running out of time.
Yeah, it's a war going on outside, we ain't safe. We all want a piece of the pie, they get the steak. We all get locked for them crimes, they get the break. They was soft, but now they working for the state. Fuck they badge and they vest and all. We can take it to the streets and leave the weapons home. If it's beef, then it's beef, boy, but let it know. Y'all just catch us while we sleep, leave us dead and gone. We can't win if we stay broke. We can't will if we say won't. Support black, baby, stay woke. I know at times you feel you sinking, but you stay afloat. Noah couldn't save the world if he ain't make the boat. I started the thug life. Big gave me the limelight. I put it down inside of time, right? How many lives gotta shatter and fall before you see black lives never mattered at all, you know? Yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
Yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
It's still a feeling that you love to hate. Don't hesitate to put in work just to get this pay. And all this talk about food, I guess I need a plate. But once the trap house boom, I guess I flip a state to get this rape. Money violent like I'm in rape. Half a brick a yay, my firework like Independence Day. Spark a split for hate. Niggas learn from that chink shit. Now my shooters move around, we moving brinks with. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, from a hard block. I need a beat with a hard knock, flipping hard rock. Need a coupe with a hard top or a hard drop. Pull it out, they be all shocked, watch they jaw drop. My niggas crazy, but we optimistic. Cause I remember days I didn't have a pot to piss in. Somebody tell these pussy niggas I'm the best that did it. Your boy Dag, fire plane, that's the best description. Motherfuckers, yeah.
I just want the paper. I just
My fault, champ. I am muted. Salute to everybody, man. This is the toughest of all things, Tough Stino, man. Please make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the page. If you not, it just is egregious for you to be here and not do such things, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Share the content because we're gonna talk about it, man. Tonight we're gonna use the platform for some good. We're gonna use the platform for some venting. We're going to use the platform for everybody to
give their criticism on everything that's going on right now. It's a very different tone. I could have did a lot of different other lives, uh, but I'm not, champ. I'm still muted or I'm good. I'm still muted or I'm good before we get into anything else. Let me know if I'm still muted or I'm good. Let me check. I'm still muted or I'm good, y'all. I'm good. All right, back. Salute to everybody, man. So yeah, as y'all all know, man, Tyre Nichols, a young brother, man, from Memphis, was taken out by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black, and I'm gonna say that, bro, black um police officers in Memphis. The reason why I didn't cover this when it first happened is because I wanted to actually see exactly what happened first. I'm the type of person that I like to see the evidence before, I give my 2 cents on the situation. But these 5 police officers are now charged with I'm gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna get into it. Terran Jones, salute. So, of course, I'm not going to play the footage live for everybody to see it because it's probably against guidelines. What I am going to do is watch it, and we're going to talk about exactly what it is. So, to me, what I've been saying is once people turn police, they become what is called a blue life. They are no longer considering they do when it's time to, but they turn into a blue life, man. I was in New Jersey. I lived in New Jersey for about a year. I was doing Amazon and all that, and I used to deliver to these areas that had these Blue Lives Matters flags, and it felt really like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying, like it make you scared to drive through those neighborhoods. And I was at work. You feel me? This is a big one. I watched some of the footage, man. And basically, man, yo, these niggas, and this happens with a lot of black police officers. These niggas turn in as soon as they get that badge, they turn into the toughest gang banging niggas on earth. The toughest gang banging niggas on earth. I mean, these niggas are super tough. Did any of y'all watch the video? Did any of y'all watch the video? Yo, as a matter of fact, for anybody that want to cam up and give your 2 cents on it, this is an open platform tonight. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. If y'all want to pop up and y'all want to give y'all 2 cents on everything in general, and I'm saying about the police violence and everything that's going on, y'all could definitely link up. Just please, just remember guidelines. We're not saying any hateful things. We are going to speak facts, but just mind how you word your sentences, okay? All right, we're not preaching violence. We're not doing any of that. Mind how you word your sentences, and we be good to go, man. But let me get into a little bit of the backstory of this case, man. All right, and then we're gonna get into the video. It's protest that's going on now in Atlanta and New York and Memphis. It's a state of emergency right now in Atlanta right now, as a matter of fact, because they feel like it's going to get out of hand, which, I mean, I'm not saying it should or shouldn't, but this is a real crazy situation. Hold on, champ. Before we get into the video, because I do got the video right here, man. All right, but this is what it is. Tyre Nichols video show what happened in fatal Memphis traffic beating is what they're calling it, because that's exactly what it was. All right. boy. All right, let's get into it. Let me pull these cowardly niggas pictures up, champ. Let's go. All right, 5 now former Memphis police officers, Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., and Justin Smith were fired for misconduct and indicted by a grand jury Thursday and taken into custody, which I know a few of them did post bail. All right. Each is charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, 2 counts of official misconduct and official oppression. By Friday morning, they had posted bond. All right, so they all are out on bond as we speak right now. Police stopped Nichols near his home in the Hickory Hill neighborhood around 8:22 p.m. January 7th. There was an altercation between Nichols and several officers, and pepper spray was deployed. Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulrow said Nichols fled on foot before a second confrontation with police. He experienced serious injuries at this location, Mulroy said, and later was taken away by an ambulance after an elapsed period of time. Nichols was a father to a 4-year-old and worked at FedEx with his stepfather. His family has said he enjoyed skateboarding, photography, Starbucks, and watching the sunset from a park in Memphis. He died in a Memphis hospital 3 days after his encounter with police. Family said his last words was he called out to his mother, whose name was tattooed on his arm, which in the video, you're going to hear him speaking to his mom, calling out for his mom. All right. Tyre Nichols was 29 years old. Yeah, man. So this traffic stop happened on the 7th and he died 3 days later. So I don't know if like I said, I don't know how many of you watched the video. I'm not going to play the video here, but I am going to watch the video and then I'm going to let y'all hear exactly how crazy these officers sound from jump. Like as soon as the sound comes on, you can hear how crazy it sounds. All right. I'm playing it right now too. He's driving. See? He's driving. So this officer is pulling up to the scene. He's hopping out the car. I don't know where the audio is at this point, but there goes the audio now. So he's running to the incident. All right, this is after he had ran off the first time. Let's get to the first where they pulled him over. All right, so this is it. A police officer is arriving to the spot because there's 3 different videos. You know what I'm saying, from 3 different angles for where everybody can see exactly what's going on. So as you can see, as soon as the officer pops out, this is what you hear. They dragging him out the car. He's saying he didn't do anything. They saying. All right, so they trying to get him on the ground. So from what I can tell is happening, as soon as the officers arrive to the car, right? You see one of the officers outside of the car telling them, "I'm gonna blow your head off. I'll blow your head off." You know what I'm saying? From that moment, I mean, I probably wouldn't get out the car neither. And this is why in Southside, you usually don't stop for police. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I got video on my page where I talk about me being assaulted by police, and that was actually the thing in like the early 2000s, where the police used to pull you over and they used to tell you exactly the Denzel shit. You want to go to jail or you want to go home. If you want to go home, they take you to an alley, leave you handcuffed, they beat you up, unhandcuff you, and let you go. And that was the thing. That was like the rite of passage in my hood, bro. Like, so it's like, going through stuff like that, that would make you not want to stop for police. But in this video, it's really just showing that, there's no, when you, and I learned this from a lot of years of work, when you're dealing with different people, everybody is not going to respond to you the same. Being as though these officers, they work for the general public, their tone should be one of care. I'm not gonna hold you. It should be one of care. Like, yo, I see you're scared right now. Yo, everybody chill out. Yo, listen, I see you scared right now. The only reason why we're pulling you over is such and such and such. Don't worry. I'm not here to hurt you, bro. I'm not here to hurt you. Just let me see that you don't have no weapons in the car. We can do this civilly. We don't have to do anything like, oh, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Listen, it sounds like you're scared right now. It sounds like you're a little bit scared right now. And trust me, I would be scared too with all these lights and all that stuff blaring. I would be scared too. But this is my word as a police officer, as somebody that's paid by the people. I'm not going to hurt you. Your life is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, just relax. We're going to do everything civil. Nobody's doing that. As soon as the officer pops up on scene, or the first thing you hear is, I'm going to blow your head off. Let's keep it going. So they got the taser on his back. They trying to roll him on his stomach. Now you hear the officers saying, be expletive, which is bitch. Put your hands behind your back before I break your shit. And you really think, yo, listen, man, this is gonna end up really, really bad. And that's why I played the video I played at the beginning, because this is what everybody has to understand, man. These men are blue men. I'm not gonna hold you, son. So y'all can't talk that, oh, we black brothers. Them niggas don't see all that. They see their job first. This is why that Blue Life Matters banner is a big thing. When you see us walking around with a Blue Lives Matter sticker or blue light, is that puts that over what you truly are, champ. I'm not gonna hold you. And as soon, I went to elementary school with, I'm not gonna say niggas' names, but I had a good friends at elementary school that became police officers. Once they became police officers, I stopped being friends with them, right? Because I was in a whole different life. I didn't feel comfortable being friends with police officers at that time, being as though I was doing what I was doing. But I kept cool with some people that was still cool with them. And they used to tell me, like, yo, these niggas be in Brooklyn wilding. Like, these niggas be in Brooklyn, bro. They be wilding in the precinct, bro. Niggas be telling me all types of stories of how they be beating people up and doing this and doing that, bro. I'm just like, see, that's why I was never cool with these niggas like that. Because that badge change you, champ. And that's just my opinion. The badge changes you. The badge changes you, or it enhances what you always wanted to be, which was a bully, champ. And this is in a lot of situations. I'm not saying all, but a lot of situations is like that. Let's keep it going. They trying to get him on his stomach, but he's on his side. And now they starting to punch him. One officer is just punching him. So he gets up and he starts to run. At this moment, they try to shoot him with the taser. The taser hits his shirt and he runs off. And now it's a foot chase. Right? So, like I said, bro. Like I said, son was scared. Son was very scared. Right? And for good reason. No doubt. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm not down to show this footage. But I'm definitely going to watch it because I want everybody to understand exactly what happened. Those of y'all that don't want to watch it, I want to watch it because I would watch it if it was a different skin colored people that was doing it. And it's very good to understand that the skin color doesn't separate the badge from the individual. Totally out of pocket. That's a fact. Yeah, they are. All right, so homie was scared. They tried to turn him on his stomach to put his hands behind his back. He didn't want to do that because he was scared. And nobody's there to tell him, like, yo, just listen. This is the reason why we got to take you in. Just relax. You'll be okay. Nobody's there saying that. They're just trying to force him by saying, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. I'm going to hurt you. And they start punching him. And as soon as the second punch connects, he gets up and he starts running, which I probably would have did as well. Now they're on a foot chase. And them niggas is tired, so they stop. Let me fast forward. All right, so he dips on this group of police officers because they came back to their squad cars. They pouring water on themselves. He's putting his taser back in. All right, so that's the first video. Shit is crazy. They get power crazy like it's a yo. Listen, the way they talking to the nigga, like I said, bro, they talking like hood street niggas. I'm gonna break your shit. I'm gonna do this, bitch. Put your hand behind you. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? This is a civilian. This is a civilian. All right. So the second video is from somebody's surveillance thing. It doesn't have no sound. So I'm gonna go to the third video to where they catch up with him. So some officers were still chasing him, right? A couple of officers turned back. I think 2 officers turned back, and the rest of the officers kept chasing him. So 2 officers got him down when the third officer pulls up, and they already jumping him. They jumping him, and he's screaming, and they pepper spray him. Bro screaming for his yo. Listen, now this is something that I'm tired of seeing, bro. This is something that I'm tired of seeing, bro. Y'all have to understand, by law, you are legally, okay? Let me say this clearly. By law, if you know that it is an unlawful arrest, you are legally able to defend yourself to the point of deceasing whoever it is, champ. Legally. If you can prove legally that it was illegal, you can defend yourself from unlawful arrest. And you can look that up if you want to look it up. This is why I don't play with nobody, bro, because if I feel scared, it's going a different way, champ. It's going a different way. I don't care who you are and what badge you got on. I don't care, bro. If I feel scared, it's going a different way. At the end of that video that I played in the beginning, that was me. That song was from like 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. But somebody had called the police and told them that I had the toast, and the police broke into my crib and locked me up while I was doing. I think I was recording some music at the time. That's why I had on like some green shirt or whatever. I was just sitting there recording music, but like 10 police came in my crib on my soul and locked me up. But if I'd have felt scared, because I wasn't scared, I just looked down the stairs and I seen police coming upstairs. I'm like, what are y'all doing? It's like, oh, we got a call that you got. I'm like, how the hell did y'all get in my house? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody left the door open. You know what I mean? Like you said, that badge don't have a color. Some black cops be worse than the white ones to their own kind. That's because they're trying to prove themselves to something that they didn't come from. If you understand where I'm going with that, they're trying to prove their selves, their loyalty, and they're trying to blend into something that they did not come from, something that was not made from them, something that was not made for them. It's only with inclusion that we even became police officers. It's only with cultural inclusion and everything in equal rights that we've even gotten to have those jobs. It's only been about 50 years, if y'all really want to be technical. But we're gonna get back to the video too. I feel the same way. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. This is why, it's always good to be level-headed. It's always cool to be level-headed unless you feel it in your gut, bro. Maybe Tyre Nichols, maybe he had that feeling in his gut that this was going to be a bad time. Now, I mean, let's keep it going. Let's skip forward for some reason. All right, there you go. So the police officer standing on them. There's 2 on them, wrestling them, and 1 pepper spraying them. And then the 4th one pulls up and just starts going to work, kicking them. Now they beating them. He's trying to really move away from the hits, man. They pepper spraying him OD. The niggas pepper spraying him so much that he pepper sprays the other police officers, and everybody's running around trying to like he's ODing. He pepper sprayed everybody just now. This is insane. Bro, they keep telling them, give me your hands. Bro, it's obviously not working. So it's not give more force. It's, listen, bro. This is going to end up bad for you if you're not. And I'm saying, like, bro, there's no talking. The dude with the baton wasn't pulled out yet. At least I don't see it yet. It's coming though. It's still the officer done pepper sprayed himself. Now the baton comes out. So the officer that pepper sprayed Nichols and pepper sprayed himself and everybody else, he gets mad. So when he comes to, he's the one that pulls out the baton. And he's, give me your effing hands. Wow, this man has already been jumped for about 10 minutes. Now he hitting him in his back, hitting him in his head with the baton, hitting him in his arms. While the other ones are still squaring up on him. The other ones are still hitting him. Like he's being hit by all sides. And then you see this one officer smacking him while he's standing up. And you can hear by Mr. Nichols' voice that now he is very much lethargic. All right. His speech is not even the same anymore. And that's very hard. That's very hard to watch, champ. That's very hard to watch because you guys are not trained. You guys are not trained to detain people. You guys are trained to hurt people. Y'all are trained to hurt people, bro. Like y'all hurt this man, bro. To the point where his speech is slurred and y'all still hitting him. At what point are y'all gonna step back and like, yo, son, listen, bro. I know you're scared, but before all the hits start happening, with power comes responsibility, bro. With power comes responsibility, bro. This is what niggas nobody never says this. These niggas are in a position of power, bro. As you can see, they're in a position of power, bro. Or they feel like they're in a position of power. When you're in a position of power and you're in a position of stature, you also have more responsibility, son. When you work for the people, you have a responsibility to these people, bro. We said, Machiavelli Crook said, I'll never forget that scene from Boys in the Hood when Trey got violated by that cop. It was based on real life situations, bro. And it's crazy that we have to continue seeing this every couple of months. It's a shame that people's families have to go through this every couple of months and have to live through this. They have to live through our content. Now we're making content. They have to see this content. Bro, that's the hardest thing in the world. When my little cousin got taken away from us, you know, it was people that I didn't know that was posting her up and yo, rest in peace and all that. And it used to make me tight. Like, yo, who is these niggas? Like, I don't know these niggas. Like, they had something to do with it. You feel me? Like, I was just tight. I didn't want to keep reliving that situation again. This is why I wasn't even going to do no content on this. But I have to, champ. I feel like it's my responsibility that I have to do a video on this, champ. I have to. Listen. So niggas can keep feeding you gossip news. Everybody can keep feeding you gossip news. DJ Academics, No Jumper, and all the rest of these guys, bro, can do that. But they also have a responsibility as well. I'm not gonna hold you. Did somebody call a cop on him? I don't not. As far as the video is concerned, which we can still do some research on it. Where the video picks up at, he's already at the traffic stop. All right, he's at the traffic stop. The first thing you hear is "I'm gonna break your face," a couple of B words, and then they pull him out the car with force. And in the video, they already had him boxed in. Like, it was a cop car in front of him, a cop car behind him, and a cop car on the side of him. So he's not going nowhere, right? You know what I'm saying, he's not really going nowhere. It's crazy though. Spider-Man said it. It's real. Who's Spider-Man? Spider-Man? Peter Parker? This shit is crazy though, bro. The police are paramilitary. They are not peacekeepers as they were supposed to be. Right. And this is what people must understand, bro. You gotta protect yourself. Period. You got to protect yourself. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no in-betweens. You must protect yourself at all times. The other community is loving this. They looking at us like animals. I mean, they can look at us any type of way they want to look at us. The facts of the matter is, it's not a us situation. It's a police situation. And this is why they was getting tight before, because they was, you know, when everybody was on a Black Lives Matter situation, they was feeling like niggas was coming at white people. But it's like, nah, bro. Just because you police don't mean you white. There's Indian police, there's Chinese police, there's white police, and there's black police, bro. There's all types of color spectrum of police officers. So it was never, you know, the people that feel offended the most usually be the most wrong. I mean, let's see. Rest in power. I lost a relative to police violence as well. Well, I didn't lose my little cousin to police violence. I lost her to domestic violence. But yes, it's still a sad situation. And rest in peace to your relative as well. And like I said, it's crazy to have to keep going through this every couple of months. And I'm gonna look into some more information to see exactly what's going on right now. I know they're having some protests, as a matter of fact. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, so these officers are facing time, as they should, champ. As they should. And I feel like they should be held accountable for their actions. They went overboard. Bro. Like, I feel the police should really take a course in de-escalation. That man didn't have no weapons on him, bro. But because he did not comply the correct way, it went left. We got to realize that they are the biggest gang, period. They just get away with more crimes than civilians. So I'm not going to sit here and say that the police are not in danger. I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm not going to say that there's no police officers that lose their life in the line of duty. But, you know, that's when they're going against real criminals. And until you realize that this person is a real criminal, I feel like everybody should be handled civilly. And that's just me, bro. I believe everybody should be handled civilly, bro. I don't believe that it should ever go to this extent where you put your hands on somebody and you jump somebody like y'all is niggas in the street. Like, y'all really on some. First of all, when police pull up on you, they already have the up on you. They already have the advantage. It's usually more than one of them, right? Because it's usually two in the squad car. They vest up. They got ammo. They got weapons. They got batons. They got pepper spray, and they got tasers, champ. They got handcuffs. They got everything that they need to have the advantage over the civilian. So why is it that we keep seeing every couple of months or weeks somebody else has been violated by the police? It's just insane to me at this moment. He was just a regular dude. It's so sad. Yeah, he was a regular dude. I'm gonna pull some pictures up of him, as a matter of fact, because I don't believe that Mr. Nichols was one of those guys that was in the streets doing street things. All right. They said he liked Starbucks and watching the sunrise in the park, champ. That's not gangy. That's not gang-like activity. That's not gang-like activity, champ. Come on, son. My son was a cool guy. My son was chill. My son wasn't about that street life, champ. It's real criminals that y'all niggas could be out here doing this stuff with. It's real criminals that y'all could be out here wilding on, but y'all wilding on the regular civilians, champ. Y'all wilding on the regular civilians. Look at that picture on the far, what's that? The far right to y'all. My son is on the skateboard P. My son wasn't really on that street life like that, champ. For y'all niggas to be doing that. It should have been handled with civility. Stino, you're doing the right thing on this one. Yeah, that's listen, man. There's something to learn from everything, bro. There's something to learn from everything, bro. And with this situation, it's enough of these niggas did it. Yeah, like bro, listen, man, we have to have a resolve. We have to have a resolution, champ. Because if this keeps happening, I'm telling you, it's gonna end up bad, bro. And it's already getting worse. All right. It's gonna be a situation where it's gonna be civilians against. You know what I'm saying? You don't hold on, y'all. Because the shade room, shout out to the shade room, because the shade room, unlike everybody else, has been covering it very well, as a matter of fact. So President Biden dropped a statement about the situation, and this is the statement from Joe Biden. All right. He says, like so many, I was outraged and deeply pained to see the horrific video of the beating that resulted in Tyre Nichols' death. It is yet another painful reminder that the profound it is yet another painful reminder of the profound fear and trauma, the pain and the exhaustion that Black and brown Americans experience every single day. My heart goes out to Tyre Nichols' family and to the Americans in Memphis and across the country who are grieving this tremendous pain, this tremendously painful loss. The footage that was released this evening will leave people justifiably outraged. Those who seek justice should not resort to violence or destruction. Violence is never acceptable. It is illegal and destructive. I join Mr. Nichols' family in calling for powerful and peaceful protest. So look, of course, niggas is going to try to do damage control, right? The thing that these people need to understand is this. You need to prevent these things from happening. Understand that. You have to prevent this stuff from happening. Y'all got to stop waiting until it happens and then, oh, my heart goes out to Black and brown families. My heart goes out to Black and brown families, y'all. Please don't do nothing violent or destructive. It's illegal. How your heart goes out to Black and brown families, but there has not been an anti-Black crime bill. There has not been an anti-Black police crime bill put in. There's been an anti-Chinese crime bill put in. There's been all anti-LGBTQ crime bill put in. I have not seen a do not hurt black people crime bill put in. I have not seen that. So until I see that, I don't believe nothing nobody says about their heart going out to black and brown people. Your heart can't go out to me if you're not passing laws to help my people stop losing their lives in traffic stops. At this point, it should be some type of preferential or whatever you call that treatment towards blacks in traffic stops. I don't care what nobody says. It's a lot of regular black people, civilians that are not doing no crimes that are losing their lives in traffic stops because they're scared of the police for good reasons. When you keep showing these images, you keep releasing these videos. I don't remember videos of people being taken out of this life available and ready for people to see across the world like this before the internet. I don't remember it. We seen Rodney King and all that. Rodney King didn't pass away from that or at that time. You know what I'm saying? So of course people are going to be scared, bro. People are going to be scared. There should be I don't even know the word, bro. Preferential. Yes, it should be that. Some type of treatment or some type of law that stop niggas from taking black lives in traffic stops. Period, bro. Period, bro. I don't care. Everybody else got an anti-crime bill. Everybody else got if you hurt these people, it's going to be worse for you. Then if you, that mean like, come on, dog. We got to speak facts. Protesters are going off in Times Square, New York right now, jumping on police cars. Word, I can't play that neither because that is destruction, chant. That is destruction. A big channel can probably play that, but these niggas be trying to get rid of little channels like mine, little puny 3,000 sub channels. Niggas be trying to get rid of good old me, chant. I bought my son a bullhorn and he has a dash cam. I told him to speak respectfully that your life is in danger. You are afraid to pull over. You are driving to the nearest fire station, hospital. Call me on speaker. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a shame that we even have to teach our kids that, man. It's a shame that we have to. It's a shame that we have to teach our kids that. Ooh, anti-lynching, but I didn't even hear about that. What is that, champ? All right, so it says the anti-lynching bill or the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act amends the U.S. Code to designate lynching a federal hate crime punishable by up to 30 years in prison. The legislation is named after Emmett Till, an African-American teenager from Chicago. Yeah, I mean, so that just says don't hang us up. That don't say don't take our lives up out of here. Now I mean, like, okay, and who have you ever saw got time for lynching? Even the people that lynched Emmett Till didn't get time for it. So, but there's no anti-crime bill that helps black people, man. And that's just what it is, bro. Do I ever think that there'll ever be one? No, I do not. Do I think that this stuff will continue to happen? Yeah, eventually until the pressure busts the pipes. And it's unfortunate. I'm saying it's very unfortunate that it's gonna happen that way. That's just what it is, bro. This stuff cannot just keep happening. People are gonna get tired of protesting. Um, the protesting in itself, it's gotten crazy. It's gotten crazy. We saw all the looting before, and the George Floyd stuff, and we seen all the stuff. Even though it was people that saying that was an inside job and all that. It's whatever. Like I'm saying, it's getting way too much. It's getting to be way too much, and we about to see a different time in the world, man. My heart goes out to Tyre Nichols' family, and Tyre Nichols, rest in peace. You did not deserve any of this smoke that was brought to you. Those officers were very animalistic. I'm not going to lie. Those officers were acting like they were in some sort of gang, okay? And that gang definitely would be the Memphis Police Department. Regardless of what anybody is going to say, I don't care. That's just what it is. If you watch the video or you listened to me watch the video, you would hear how these guys were talking. Anybody that pulls me over and gets to talking like that is going to go either one or two ways, champ. I'm going to respect you and you're going to respect me. If we lose that respect, and I know I didn't do nothing wrong, like I'm telling y'all today, you can protect yourself from unlawful arrest. Hold on one second. Let me pull that up before I get out of here, because I know y'all probably like, yo, this nigga's bugging. All right. Oh, these niggas trying to change the game. Okay, here you go. The Constitution. Niggas be having to pull up the Constitution because these states be trying to do their own thing. But nigga, the Constitution says, period. The Constitution says, period. Nigga, you can't beat the Constitution. Y'all niggas can have y'all little state laws or whatever, but guess what? Nigga, it's gonna be some niggas that's not gonna be on this earth no more, champ. It's going to be some niggas that's not on this earth no more, champ, respectfully. A Harvard professor did an interview about how police brutality against unarmed black person harms the black community. It goes back to buck breaking. It goes back to taking the biggest, strongest slave and violating him in front of the whole rest of the community of slaves to let you know who's in power. That's where it comes from. And it's been going on since. This is why a lot of us are afraid of the police, bro. And this is not a hateful topic. This is an educational topic, YouTube. All right. This is not nothing hateful. This is an educational topic. This is the kind of stuff that sparks the R-word revolution. What else do we have left? We don't listen. They were showing out, and this is what I said. They trying to fit into a society, into a system that they not from. They trying to fit into a society and a system that they not from. 9 times out of 10, especially Buddy on the bottom right, these niggas was nobody in school. 9 times out of 10, these niggas was nobodies in school. I'm just going to keep it funky with you. 9 times out of 10, these niggas is getting bullied in school. Not only pepper spraying and physical hits, but baton, tasing. They pulled out all the stops on bro. They pulled out all the stops on bro. He looked like my son on Family Matters. Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo, champ. Geraldo, Jaldo, Faldo, champ. That's exactly who, bottom right is Geraldo, Haldo, Faldo, champ. It's Eddie Winslow's best friend. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. That's what Ice Cube said. Black police. Yeah, bro. Listen, that's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. And you see these types. No offense to anybody that joined the fraternity in it or anything like that, but it's like the same type of thing too. Know what I mean? It's like the same type of thing too, bro. Niggas want to be part of a higher society for power in that situation. So usually the niggas that's in the frats have like that little power in college. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own little like, bro, I was never with none of that, bro. Respectfully, we can get it in with all y'all. But how I get, man, listen, man, how I get crazy, niggas want to get crazy with me, bro. What's really wild is soon is going to be police robots in the streets. Well, listen, this is probably what's going to lead it more closer than that. More closer to that, because this is human error. What we're seeing is the police losing money, and this is just business. What we're seeing is the police losing money every couple of weeks. It's another situation where they getting sued or they gotta pay or they losing officers or whatever. It's gonna lead to that soon, bro. I was watching, I believe, the Joe Rogan podcast. It was one of those podcasts where they be talking about stuff that's not street. You know what I'm saying? And the guest on there was saying that in I think it's Dubai, it's one of those rich countries, that they have a system where they got cameras everywhere. So you're not gonna get pulled over by police. What's gonna happen is if you run a stop sign, you're gonna get a ticket sent to your crib. Or you're gonna get a ticket, like they have a one passport or like a one thing where it's like a passport, but they got a chip in it, and that chip connects your social security number. It connects your identity. It connects your bank account, your credit cards, all that to that one card. So what happens is you get billed and it just comes straight out of your account. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have the bread, probably some other situation that happened, but that's what it's going to lead to, because it's less human error. Somebody pull you over and then they got to explain to you what's going on, and it's two different stories. Nah, for what the camera saw, you hit that nigga, do. But that's what it's going to end up to, son. That's what it's going to end up to. Dude at the top right head is huge, bro. Look, man. And that's from pure adrenaline. That's from pure adrenaline right there, champ. That's from pure adrenaline. $2023, bro. A couple of years ago, I had pictures up of 5 different color skinned police officers. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Tasers are deadly and damage the heart. Bro, I don't believe that they have enough training in any of these stuff. I don't believe that they have enough training to do any of this stuff that they're doing. They get physical training. I don't even know, and I'm not sure if they get mentally trained for this job. This job, you should do at least a good 7 to 8 months of straight people training, customer service. Now I'm saying things of that nature. The robots are already in the streets in the Bay Area. At this point, I don't even blame it, bro. I accept it on my soul, like, because it's too much human error. What we're seeing is human error. It is taking lives. Not only Tyre Nichols, his life, but his family has to deal with that, bro. And not only his family, but the police officer's family is gonna have to deal with them being locked up, because they're gonna get locked up for this, bro. They posted bail, but they're gonna see time for this, bro. That video is nasty. They're not gonna be able to justify to continue to hit somebody like that. Oh, well, they couldn't subdue him. Yes, you could not subdue him because he was scared and you started hitting him, bro. This is why. They all look like they joined the force to do just what they did. Every time. Every time, bro. Every time. Bro, I could have been a detective. I could have been a detective. I could have been a police officer, bro. On my soul. Hell no, though. Hell no. Hell no. You want to know why, bro? Because I don't want that type of power over niggas, bro, where I have to arrest somebody. Like, bro, I gotta arrest you, bro. Like, because now you put me in a crazy position where, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I gotta arrest you, but like, I don't want that type of, like, bro, I was never a hall monitor. Like, those niggas be like hallway monitors and bathroom monitors and trip monitors and stuff like that to watch the rest of the class and make sure everybody stay in line, bro. I was never one of those. I was never one of those niggas. Who wants to wear the sash today and patrol the hallways and make sure nobody's skipping class? Me. I was never one of those niggas, champ. Like, nigga, I'm not telling on niggas. Nigga, I'm about to cut class. They learned nothing from George Floyd, especially while wearing body cams. That's because that's what you get to see. So the whole rule of thumb is this. The thing that connects all these incidents is the resisting of arrest. So it doesn't matter if they got body cams on, they feel empowered once they tell you to put your hands behind your back and you don't comply. They feel empowered. So once they keep telling you to put your hands behind your back, it's like, bro, like anything goes. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be anything goes because the nigga didn't put his hands behind his back. It should be, yo, let me talk to this man, you know what I mean? Because we're gonna have to arrest you, but I don't want you to be scared to where you're gonna make me have to do something else. Does that make sense? Like, yo, bro, I know you scared right now, bro, but look, we gotta take you down to the courthouse. You can talk to the judge, let the judge know whatever. That's not between me and you. That's between you and the judge. But we're going to have to take you in. So please, you don't have to be scared. We're not going to hurt you. We're just going to take you in. We're going to put these handcuffs on you. We're not going to mistreat you. We're not going to do any of that stuff. But let me explain to y'all something, though. You want to know what's crazy? There's only one jail. Understand that. There's like not only one, it's not just only one jailhouse, but there's only one type of jail. There's only one type of police car. So in a situation where you didn't do something very criminal, but you still have to be taken into a precinct, you're sitting in the back of a police car that doesn't have any padded seats. If anybody hasn't been in the back of a police car, I'm going to tell you exactly how it's set up. So the seats are like a hard plastic, right? It's like a hard plastic. Your hands are behind your back. So automatically you can't sit back. You're very uncomfortable and you have to sit sideways like this because there's not enough. If you're taller than 5'2", there's not enough room for you to sit regular in the back of a police car. You're gonna have to switch your legs over, at least in New York. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to sit sideways a little bit. So now you like this for the whole time that you in the police car. And they never just pull right off. They sit there for a while long. Know what I mean? And they chop it up with they compadres. And now you sitting there, your legs is going to sleep, your arms is hurting in the back. You in the back of shit. And they think that's coming at them. Like, nah, bro, I'm just hurting. Like, these cuffs is mad tight. Know what I'm saying? Like, but what if that shit was made for niggas like niggas that took lives? Real hardened criminals, bro. This is why niggas be afraid to go to jail. This is why niggas be afraid, because y'all treat everybody the same. Y'all treat the niggas with hard felonies the same as the niggas with, I just got caught with some little weed. Know what I mean, bro? Like, nigga, if you get caught with a little weed, bro, you should not be afraid to go to jail. But you want to know why niggas be afraid to go to jail? Because the police is going to treat you like you had a kilo of cocaine. This is just facts. The police is going to treat you like you just caught the yachty. They're going to treat you like you just sold the Fenty just because you got a little bit in the states that it's not legal yet. They're going to treat you the same way. This is why some was scared. Not to say he had anything on him, because he didn't have anything on him. But they're going to treat you the same way that they treat a nigga that's a real hardened criminal, bro. They was going to treat Tyre Nichols the same way that they would have treated a nigga that they was suspected of murder, champ. This is a fact. This is why niggas be scared. Because it's never a gray area. It's either they going to not mess with you or they going to violate. Indeed, you worked it so with accuracy, too much human error. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it needs to be some type of, like, yo, if you're not gonna do a crime bill or you're not gonna do a police hate bill, you know what I'm saying, to like stop police from like doing this to us, it needs to be something with the job that changes. It's too much human error. It's too much human error. It's too much. That's why you hardly see niggas doing the street lines. I see a couple of niggas doing it, but I'm starting to see trucks now. I'm starting to see trucks that automatically let the line down. A lot of y'all didn't know that them shits is tape. They don't even be doing the paint no more. They switching it over to like a tape, adhesive tape that they putting down, and they rolling the roller over it. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Well, if Demolition Man is anything to go by, it's going to be because of things like this. Demolition Man was one of my movies, champ. On my soul. No de-escalation skills whatsoever among these officers. It was a pack of wolves, all rage. And this is the problem. This is why it's going to just get worse, because there's no reform. There's no reform. From this situation, all we're going to get is, yo, I'm sorry. Yo, my heart goes out, but it's not going to be any type of reform. It's not going to be any type of bill. It's not going to be any type of protection. All right, so let me read what the Constitution says about if you feel like you're being wrongfully arrested. This is the Constitution right here, champ. Your rights is right here, champ. I need everybody to watch this. I don't always talk funny jokes all the time, bro. A lot of my content is real content. So this says your right of defense against unlawful arrest. And this is as per the Constitution of the United States of America. Citizens may resist unlawful arrest to the point of taking an arrest officer's life if necessary. That's Plummer versus State 136.306. This premise was upheld by the Supreme Court of the United States in the case John Bad Elk versus U.S. 177 U.S.529. The court stated where the officer is killed in the course of the disorder which naturally accompanies an attempted arrest that is resisted, the law looks with very different eyes upon the transaction when the officer had the right to make the arrest from what it does if the officer had no right. All right. So they see it as different things. So in this situation, they said that the officers got charged with that unlawful arrest and trying to kidnap him because he didn't do anything wrong. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. All right. What may be under the first case might be nothing more than manslaughter in the other, or the facts may show that no offense had been committed at all. An arrest made with a defective warrant, one issued without affidavit, or one that fails to allege a crime within jurisdiction, and one who is being arrested may resist and break away period. All right. Listen to what I'm saying. If the arresting officer is killed by one who is resisting, the killing will be no more than involuntary manslaughter. And this is as per Hosh versus the People 75 111.491. Reaffirmed and quoted in State versus Leach 7-452 and State versus Gleason 5-2-245. Bro, it's all these cases right here, champ, where this law was upheld. Hoosh versus People, State versus Leach, State versus Gleason, Bellard versus State, Ohio, State versus Ruscio, and State versus Spalding. All right, let's keep it going. When a person being without fault is in a place where he has a right to be, is violently assaulted, he may, without retreating, repel by force, and if in reasonable exercise of his right of self-defense, his assailant is killed, he is justified. Ruyan versus State 57 and Miller versus State 74. These principles apply as well to an officer attempting to make an arrest who abuses his authority and transcends the bounds thereof by the use of unnecessary force and violence, as they do to a private individual who unlawfully uses such force and violence. Jones versus State 26 and a couple of other cases. All right. Each person has the right to resist an unlawful arrest. In such case, the person attempting the arrest stands in the position of wrongdoer and may be resisted by the use of force as in self-defense. Like, bro, it's breaking it down, bro. It's breaking it down. You want to know what it is? A lot of people just don't know this stuff. This is the Constitution of the United States of America, bro. If you know you didn't do nothing wrong, bro, you can resist arrest, period, bro. And that's facts. This is not misinformation. This ain't none of that. This is facts. I'm reading this shit straight from the Constitution, bro. I'm reading it straight from the Constitution. And my father been telling me this, bro. Like, but if you're not ready to defend yourself to the point where it's you versus them, just go ahead and go, bro, and just deal with the judge. But if you're that scared, bro, and you know this is unlawful, you feel like somebody's trying to kidnap you, which they are being charged with kidnapping. These are facts. You can resist arrest to the point of taking and arresting officer's life. Bro, I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play. I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play, bro. On my soul, I'm not here to play, bro. On my soul, because you got a lot of these niggas, yo, just resist, just go in, champ. Just go in, champ. Yo, don't resist, champ. Bro, if I know I didn't do nothing wrong and I can prove I didn't do nothing wrong, I'm not going to jail, bro. Period. If I know I did something wrong, bro, I will go to jail, bro. That's not a problem. I'm not one of those niggas. I'm not afraid of niggas, bro. I'm not none of that. But if I know I didn't do anything wrong, bro, it's up. It's up. Respectfully. Respectfully. Year was popping. Shout out to Stino for covering actual news. I have to, because if it was the other way around and it was 5 Caucasian officers, I would be on top of it. Yo, nah, bro. We're going to give this the same energy and even more criticism because these people look like us, period. We're going to give this the same energy, and this only goes to show that it's the badge's color, champ. The badge. It's the badge's color. Y'all want to know something else? Let's get into something deeper, champ. Pause. It says in the Bill of Rights, you have the right to live. It's a huge violation for police. Steen is definitely the most important thing to know what your rights are constitutionally. That's a fact. That's the fact. That's a fact, bro. Yo, listen, my pops, yo, shout out to my pops. Bro, my pops told me all this stuff when I was like 12, bro. When I was like 12, bro, he told me what all the weapons was for. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these is for this is for this is for tyranny, champ. Like, what is that? He explained to me what tyranny is. It may come a point in time where, you know what I'm saying, such and such, yada, yada, yada. Like, oh, okay. And that's what these weapons are for. This is to protect yourself inside your house. This is to protect yourself when you're on the street. These weapons are for if something happens where you need a little bit more firepower to protect your family and protect your home. Yo, Catnip, what's popping? You already know the vibes. All right, so look, right? I'm gonna show y'all why. Just because your skin, I'm gonna show y'all why your skin color don't change the meaning of that badge. Why the badge is like a symbiote. If y'all don't know what a symbiote is like Venom. For y'all that don't know who Venom is, y'all just gotta watch Spider-Man. But Venom had a symbiote. It was like some alien type goo that used to get on you and take over your whole body. So me, when I imagine police officers and I see the badge, when they put that on, it's like Venom. It's like they turn into that symbiote. You know what I'm saying? They take form. But I'm gonna show you why. So for a lot of y'all that don't know the history, I guess I'll tell y'all a little bit of the history. Because, yo, I'm not just a comedian. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm not just a comedian. I'm not just an entertainer. When I do these episodes, I like to go all the way. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to go all the way. People going to say, oh, but they black. All right, so that is a 1859 Runaway Slave Patrol badge in the Carolinas. All right, so what they did was, and this is another one right here. So yeah, after the Civil War is when they even started doing this type of stuff. All right. So that's where the police shit comes from. It actually comes from the slave catchers mentality, if you will, right? So being is that it started out as such, I don't believe that the essence of that same thing could ever change into something good. And that's just me. That's like eventually saying that the devil is God. That's like after 100 years from now, it's the reverse on the devil and God. Like, oh nah, but the devil is actually good. Like, bruh, that's what it is. So when you see these police putting on these badges, these is the badges that they putting on. So after the Civil War, they made certain things illegal. They made unemployment illegal. They made what else was it? They made not knowing how to read and write illegal. So those two things they made illegal. Now, mind you, during slavery, it was illegal to, or yeah, it was illegal to know how to read, right? For us. After slavery, it was different. So they started locking up a lot of men, a lot of black men, and that's where these badges come from, man. It was slave catchers, and that turned into the first ever penitentiary was made to house these black people that were unemployed, bro. And around the same time, guess what else came out? Welfare, champ, and female assistants to help, you know, to help the single mothers that was left out there, which in turn gave them power and really set us back, man, a whole lot more. But that's another situation. The whole point of me pulling up that was just to show y'all that that badge already meant something. That's why when Kanye used the swastika, I was like, nah, champ. Niggas like, oh, but it meant something else. Yeah, but the most powerful meaning of that was used for total destruction. Big facts. The 16th Amendment, bro. I don't even know what the 16th Amendment is, bro. I just be knowing things, bro. Like I just be knowing. Like I don't know exactly what the 16th Amendment is, which I'm probably gonna look it up. But I just be knowing things, bro. Like I've heard things and I've done research in the past. Like and that certain things just stuck with me. Like oh yo, this reminds me of that. This reminds me of that. I love Stino. I love Stino knows his history. A lot of people don't realize the games they've been playing with us. It's a lot of games being played. It's a lot of games that's always been played with us. And I'm not one of those guys that's going to ignore it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it regardless. I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to use my brain, champ. I'm going to use my brain. First police were here in Boston, the slave catchers. Well, it seems like it was in a lot of places as well. But you may have something with that. But yeah, man, that shit is nasty work. It's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. But like I said, man, it's gonna come a point in time where people are going to start resisting unlawful arrests, man. I was watching the Ghetto Boys. Shout out to Scarface. But his counterpart, what's son name? Willie D. He was basically trying to tell Scarface, I wish I could pull a clip up, bro. He was trying to tell Scarface about not resisting arrest, that people shouldn't resist arrest. And Scarface was like, nigga, if I ain't do nothing wrong, I'm not getting arrested. And he was like, nigga, then you gonna not be here no more. And it's like, but why? If I didn't do nothing, why do I even have to see a judge? Why do I have to be fingerprinted? Why does that have to be? Because all that comes up in the system. It's not like you're going to get arrested and then the next time maybe you do get arrested again, they're not going to see what you got arrested for the last time. They're going to see all that stuff. Your fingerprints is going to go through the system and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand not wanting to be arrested, especially if you didn't do anything wrong. And it's your right as a citizen. It's your right as a citizen. It's your right as a human being. That if you know you didn't do anything wrong, I mean, listen to what they saying. Like, yo, your plates is expired. Like, if that's true, I know it's a ticket, but whatever. I know I did something wrong. If you telling me something that's totally wrong, I feel the same way Scarface is, bro. And we got to stop with that, yo, we just got to go to jail situation. Nah, bro. Nah. We don't have to just go to jail. Nobody else has to just go to jail. Why do we have to just go to jail? That don't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense, obviously, to the Constitution. It don't make sense to the Constitution as well. Their charge was to return escaped slaves back down south. But of course, it mattered not whether you were free or not. Google it. Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now, another thing that you can Google is the unfreed slaves. It was still slaves up until like the 1940s, 1950s. It was slaves that, because they didn't know how to read, and some of the areas in Alabama and Mississippi and those type areas was so closed off at that point in time from the rest of society, who was going to tell these slaves that they were free? I had somebody on my Facebook page. I wish I knew exactly who it is. There's just be so much stuff going on. But like last year, so he had provided me some paperwork of his family. I think it was called the Forgotten Slaves. Hold on. Hold on. Damn, bro. Hold on, wait, is that it? Nah, that's not it. Yeah, I wish I still had the video, bro. But it was wild families of slaves that were still slaves and doing slave work up until the 1940s. Slaves were free to return to slavery voluntarily. Correct. Yeah, nah, bro. It was some of them that wasn't freed, bro. It was some of them that wasn't freed, bro. Them niggas didn't go to every plantation. It was like, oh, everybody's free. They didn't do that, bro. They did not do that, bro. It was still people that was not free, that was never free. They didn't even know that they were free, bro. These niggas did a whole documentary on this situation. I wish I still had it. But they did a whole documentary of the situation. And these people, like I said, it was the 1940s. So it was cameras and stuff around, but they did whole interviews and all that, bro. The 50s, like, did a whole interview, bro. And it was like, bro, I never, like, our families just didn't know. Like, nobody told them, bro. Nobody told them. But nevertheless, like I said, man, it's a crazy situation. We went way off topic. Rest in peace to Tyre Nichols. slavery became the prison system. Slaves were then called prisoners. Big money. Yes, of course, champ. Of course. Of course. Know what I mean? But yes, rest in peace to Tyre Nichols. And I want justice, and I just want everybody to know their rights as human beings. It's either they're gonna stop arresting people falsely, you know, or people just gonna know their rights as human beings. You know what I mean? That's just a fact, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. You already know the vibes, man. I'm about to be up out of here. Please go over to wearetough.com for the merch. And I'm out, man, on my song. Oh, yeah, it's getting spooky out here, champs. Respectfully, them All My Soul shirts is popping. Y'all asked for it, y'all got it. In all different type of colorways. It's all there on the website. Y'all make sure y'all go over to wearetough.com and get ahead and copy your All My Soul shirts, man. Let these niggas know you are very serious with what you talking about, man. All My Soul, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and cop your All My Soul shirts today. Today. Fuck is you talking about?